I was like, you might as well just make a general play call rule. Like, just mix it up throughout the game. You seen my my message I sent you this morning, right? That shit crazy, bro. Dante Jackson and Marlon Humphrey both got shut down with universal coverage of tip drill.
But it seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Today we continue on at Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game.
Ready? 60 out, Law. Three. Go.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Tannehill. Got a man, Slayton. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darius Slayton, 73 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Check out. 5, 6, 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Slam, slam, slam.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 12. Check 43.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And his first carry. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second and 9, Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tannehill. Complete to Dorsett. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Philip Dorsett, 30 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's checking.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Le'Veon Bell, 88 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Love. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Get in the way with
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
11.
A shotgun snap for Love. Looking deep for his tight end. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Smooth. Check right.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Second and 10, Luck again. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
50, play. 5.
Mike spot.
5.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 23. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long, it's Locke. And this is caught by Watkins. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. Pulled in at the 24. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. Touchdown, Vikings! 88 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
90
brings up second and one.
Switch.
At the 45-yard line.
Orbit. Get it.
From the 45 on second down, Tannehill. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Hey, seam 6. Be grip.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Not that time for Watkins. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's going to be caught. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
On the set.
56, check 56. Target. Go.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run with Bell on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 26, check 26.
Again, it's Bell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Luck now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On first down, Tannehill. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Luck is going to run out of time and out of luck. Safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Ready? 60-yard. Rock it. Fire.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Levante David in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
91. 54. And let's pin the mirror. Shoot.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.